Happy Friday. Happy Finish Strong Friday, kings and queens. Welcome to Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. I am your host, Lady L of Success Beyond Strategies, LLC, building strategies that become successful actions, helping business owners and entrepreneurs discover and define their vision, mission, and purpose, turning them into legal, successful, profitable business entities. This show is brought to you by the Magnet Exchange Group, a book club, a social club of like-minded individuals with a powerful magnetic attraction that develops healthy relationships, positive personal development, and we share wisdom and experiences in generational wealth development and wealth preservation. If you have not been tuning into my show, if you have not been tuning in to the MagnetExchangeGroup.com and our life-changing alliances Zoom calls, you are missing out on some extremely vital information that you need to know how to weather the storms of the financial challenges that we are about to face so that your business can weather those storms. You have got to tune in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to tell you. At 9 a.m. Monday through Friday, our Zoom room is 404-333-8430, my apologies. And our 10 o'clock morning show is at Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Our Zoom room is 924-039-3360. I am your host, Lady L. Let's get in. We've been working with the business empowerment days of the week, and today is Finish Strong Friday. And we share some golden nuggets to get you successfully and victoriously through your week. I salute you. You made it another week in your business. You made it strong. You made it great. And we are just going to make sure that you will continue in that vein. With that being said, let's get started. We have been in the Power Series, and yesterday we opened up this 2-day segment with the power found in receiving a vision. You need to go to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, hit that notification, and hit that bell so that every day you can get a daily feed into your YouTube space so that it can empower you and charge you up for your day. I guarantee you it'll be exactly what you needed to hear on that given day to help move your business forward. All right, and help you to meet those business goals that you've established for yourself. All right, let's dig in. We are talking about the power found in receiving a vision. And we talked about vision being an encounter with God. Having vision provides you a sense of purpose and direction for your business. It helps define your short and long-term goals, making decisions that you need to make. We talked about the benefits of a vision statement, how powerful having a vision statement in place is. I can't stress that enough. Go to my YouTube channel, Lady Vern, and I talk in length about the components of a good vision statement. Let's go into the fact of, now that you have received this vision, let's look at the effectiveness of a vision. The effectiveness or an effective vision should have the following characteristics so that it can serve as a management tool for providing the company with a sense of direction. Now, the vision should be drawn. It should be written down. Remember, I was sharing with you my Bishop Mama Barbara Glanton, pastor of the Love of Jesus Family Church of Newark, New Jersey, 88-94 Boylan Street. For those that are in that vicinity, I need you to go to that building. I need you to look at that building. Because when you look at that building, and I invite you to go inside when we have services there, and I want you to get a physical visual, because what you will see is what we heard her speak to us for 13 and a half years as the manifestation of the vision began to unfold. Now, every vision has its own timeline, and I believe the timeline has a lot to do with your personal development. If you want to move in a pace that is a momentum type of pace that is consistent, then there's some personal development that needs to happen with you as the business owner, and some personal development that may need to happen with your immediate staff, your immediate management teams, because that can be a slowdown of that vision being manifested. And I look at that as a positive thing because our God is so awesome. You wouldn't give your keys to your 5-year-old and say, drive my car. You're putting that child in danger, not to mention it can't reach anything. So whatever it would try to reach and do, they could damage themselves. We don't give children things before their time to handle them. Well, God is the same way. He does not give us things that we are not in time to handle. Even though he declared David king when he was a boy, he didn't get into that seat until 30 years later. Even Jesus, he grew up in his person before he was launched out into his ministry at 30. So understand there is a preparation season for your vision. So be patient with your journey, trust your journey, enjoy your journey, and get the fullness out of it so that you are prepared and equipped to go the next dimensions that you will be given to go in your business journey and your business plan. All right, so let's talk about that graphic vision. Draw a picture. Get that architectural structure, whatever you need to do. Find one of our young millennials that draw excessively well and get them to paint a physical picture for you. So along with your written vision, those that are running with you can see both, because we all learn differently. Some are visual learners, some are audible learners. But when you combine all of that together, it helps bridge that unity. It helps bring everybody on the same page so that you all can flow and go together. We talked about unity and the power of unity on yesterday. Now, when that picture is revealed, where the company is headed, it can also indicate clearly the market position. Because now when you see what you have and you compare it to the trends of the market of the industry that your business is in, you can also fine tune and tweak those things that you have written visually to make sure that you are meeting the demands, that you are meeting the supply needs of the industry that you are in, so that also assures through your vision statement, through the whole structure, the whole infrastructure, the whole development that you're putting together can be successful in meeting those needs of your ideal clients and customers. Now, how do you create that vision? Any vision that you can accomplish by yourself is too small. And you're doing it on your own, because God gives you a vision that is bigger than you. He will always give you a vision that is bigger than you, because it requires teams, it requires people, it requires resources to get it done. This way, he's glorified and not you. Now, you're going to get your pat on the back, make no mistake about it, because you took on the stewardship of this vision. So you will be acknowledged, no doubt, but the ultimate glory belongs to God. When you create a vision, also develop a personal vision. What is your personal accomplishment? What do you personally want to glean as a result of fulfilling this vision as well, so that there is a personal reward system of a job well done, of something that you can look and see that you have accomplished, and you can take that deep breath and say, yeah. Because that may be the only word that come out your mouth, or no word at all. You just give that, yeah, that yeah like nod, Yeah, this is awesome. This is great. When you've accomplished something and you look back at it, wow, yeah. You want that personal experience, because when you look at the challenges and the circumstances and the situations that you have to overcome, you have to have that hope that's not deferred, that you see it manifested and you say, yeah. And that's that all-time statement, it was worth it all. Because when you see the fullness of the glory of that vision fulfilled, it's like it eliminates all of the pain and suffering you went through. It talks in the Bible about how a woman goes through those labor pains, and queens, we already know, right? It is no walk in the park. It's no walk on the beach, okay? But when you hold that precious human being that came from your person, that came from the person that hopefully, because some circumstances and situations doesn't dictate, but for that ideal situation where the two of you have come together and created this beautiful, awesome human being together, that God entrusted you, that said, yes, you're ready to be a steward over this human being, to raise this child in the things of God, and to raise it to find its purpose and his or her purpose or destiny or vision or mission or gift or talent or calling. It's like, for that moment, you forget it. And you know how I know you forget it? I mean, you remember it from that standpoint, but then you turn around and maybe a year or two later, you have another one. So it's like, because that the euphoria of the end result of that vision overshadows all that pain that you went through, all those challenges that you went through. And if you had an uncomfortable pregnancy, that 9 months was like, girl, bye. I'm done. I'm ready. This is it. But you turn around and you have that next child or that third or fourth child. You say, yeah, we good. I love it. I love it. So understand, you need that personal vision for yourself as well. Develop a vision for your community, your group, or your organization. You are to solve a problem. You are to be the answer. That's why you were given the business. That's why you were given the organization. That's why you were given the foundation. That's why you were given the ministry, to make a difference, to make a change in people's lives. Please understand, it's just, yes, you're going to make a profit. Yes, you're going to maybe be wealthy if you handle things, in a way that will produce that type of revenue for yourself. But trust and believe, you're not going to make it if you're not serving somebody. If you're not serving your ideal clients and customers, if you don't go that extra mile. I mean, you should make that a habit to go the extra mile, because when you're walking in that vision, mission, and purpose, you are doing something you love. You're doing something you're gifted in. You're doing something that you could probably do with your eyes closed. So you need to get that fullness, that enjoyment from what you are doing. So please, ma'am, please, sir, please, king, please, queen, understand, your business is because you are doing a purpose to serve. Whether it's your community, your group, your organization, ministry, your congregation, whoever you're being connected to, whoever is your ideal client and customer, that's your whole reason for doing. We know profits will come. Because when you're not chasing money, and you're purchasing purpose and vision and mission, it's supposed to chase you. Goodness and mercy will pursue you and overtake you. Clarify your vision. Along the way, bumps and kinks in the road, things that you hadn't anticipated is going to happen. So be open, be flexible, to be able to clarify your vision even more. There might have been some people that works alongside of you that lost their way a little bit. That's why when Pastor or Bishop Barbara always she told us every time we got together, because she didn't want us to lose sight. She wanted us to keep those Nehemiah blinders on and stayed focused, so that the tasks at hand, as the ministry grew, as the needs became where we needed to make sure that there was enough servants to be able to serve the congregations well, that you have to stay focused on the vision, because that keeps the motive of your heart pure. It keeps the motive of your heart where you're definitely staying focused on the vision at hand. That is so critically important, to make sure that you are clarifying the vision as you go along, so that you don't lose anyone along the way. No soldiers down, right? Okay, now how you create that vision? Sometimes, depending on the overall vision, You may have to break it down in phases. You know, when you look at a franchise and they may start out with 1 or 2 stores, and then maybe 2 years later they're opening up a third and fourth store, and it seems like it's growing exponentially because again, you're engaging your employees, you're engaging those that serve along with you, that they are in with your ideal clients and customers as well, and they're drawing that attention. Your marketing strategy is on fleek, you know, where it's just getting out there, and it may be kind of running a little bit faster than you. That's when you got to say, okay, wait a minute, let's time out. Let's break this down in phases, because you want to make sure that as you're developing, your foundational portions of your business is still strong enough to sustain the growth. You don't put floors on a building and you have not counted the cost of the depth of how deep that foundation needs to go, so that structure does not crumble, that it stands against the weathers and the storms and the different things that may happen. The same principle with your vision. You want to make sure that you are putting reasonable timelines to your phases. Again, this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Find your pace and keep that pace going. Keep that consistency. Consistency is more important than growth, because if you don't have any consistency and firmness to your foundation, your speed won't mean a hill of beans. Okay? You run your race. It's not about what maybe someone else in your industry is doing. You run your race and make sure that your products and services, that your service to your clients, your ideal customers, is bringing the maximum satisfaction, is bringing the maximum of referrals, is bringing the maximum of being able to draw those clients to a loyalty to your services, even though you may be in an industry where they could go anywhere, but they're not going to get the service, they're not going to get the products and whatever you provide as good as you. So you want to make sure that you're solidifying that. That is so critically important in your early phases and stages. And if you have the right teams, if you have the right management teams, you have the right strategists that is helping you move along and keeping your pace going evenly and smoothly, then hey, grow for it, go for it. But just make sure that you are making sure your phases are realistic. Getting feedback from your vision, that's so critically important. And as I've forestated in so many of my other shows, get it from those that labor among you first, because they are boots to the ground. They're eyeball to your clients and customers. So you want to make sure you're getting good constructive feedback from them, your management teams, your sales force. Whatever industry that you are in, make sure that you are in tune with your team in getting that feedback back to make the right assessments, and then of course your ideal clients and customers, so that you are addressing those issues quickly and rectifying them quickly and making whatever supplements that you need to make so that you can maintain and sustain the loyalty of your ideal clients and customers. Develop and communicate the details. You want to make sure that your team is clear on what their duties are, what their roles and responsibilities are, that they're doing them effectively, that they're enjoying what they're doing, so that even though there may not be the employee benefits or salaries or whatever that you are not quite able to provide as of yet, or if you're providing and that's just your bottom line, it's how it is, you still want to make sure the atmosphere is conducive for coming. I never forget, in my early 20s, there was a company, a banking system that I was working for, and even though they couldn't pay, because banks aren't in the business to pay out money, they're in the business to make money, let's keep it real. But they had supplemental benefits, they had supplemental things that they gave to us that made working there more pleasant, even though we were financially frustrated at times. And you know, to be honest, that's where your gifts and talents is, because sometimes you have to take a job because you have to take care of your family. But hey, we all know those two words: SB, SH, side business, side hustle. All right, you may have to work that 9 to 5. You may have to give them their 40 or whatever you have to give them. But make sure that on your free time, you are building your true gifts and talents and callings in the meantime, so that when you're ready, able to make that transition out, you're equaling or exceeding what you are making for someone else, and do what you need to do. Now, this last item, I really want to stress how important it is. Help people take ownership of a vision. If they're connected to you, if they're locking arms with you, if they have made that stand that we're going to be the ride or die because you are offering great benefits, you are offering great perks, and they're showing you their loyalty, because talk is cheap and weaker than water. Okay, and water's strong because when your body needs it, guess what? It supplies what it needs. Okay, so when you are sharing that vision, again, and many of you might have heard me say this before, but Nike, even down to their janitorial services, everybody has memorized the Nike mission statement, because they understand the power of unity. They understand the power of having everybody on board, saying the same thing, the same walk, the same talks, the same vision. And they're working together in unity. They're not backbiting and backcutting each other. They're not gossiping and going back and forth. Please, ma'am, please, sir, shut that down in your business, because that's a cancer to your business. Shut it down. Don't be so consumed in the technical sides of your business that you're not being aware of the day-to-day, because that spreads like a cancer. Girl, did you know? Yeah, I know all about that. But that is a cancer to your business, to your organization, to your ministry. Cut it off. Shut it down. Get to the bottom of it and rectify it. Solve it. Get the feedback from those that work alongside of you or that works for you, because you want them to take ownership of this vision. Yes, it's your vision. You're a steward of it, but they're there and you're paying them to be there, or they're servicing you in some kind of form or fashion, that they need to be on board with the vision. They need to make sure that they're taking ownership, that they're not sabotaging your clients and customers by providing poor customer service because they may be going through something. Like I said, you're not a counselor so much, but you do need to have some level of compassion and concern for those that work and labor alongside of you, so that your business can thrive, your business can go forward. And if it's something that, you have to rectify from a legal perspective, then do your due diligence and handle and govern yourself accordingly, because at the end of the day, some people are for seasons, reasons, purposes, and lifetimes. And it's very important for you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, to know that, to know the difference, to be able to spot it, so that you can address the situation and circumstance immediately. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, please, please leave a comment, whether you're on my Instagram or my Facebook, Twitter. Please leave a comment, but most of all, I would appreciate some takeaways of what you have been receiving on this series, especially the business strategies, the business empowerment days of the week. Please let me know so that I can be assured that you are getting what you need from these opportunities. Remember, trust your journey. Adventure has called. You have answered because you said yes to your vision, mission, and purpose. And know that you did not wake up today to operate in mediocrity, because you are not mediocre. You are a child of the Most High God. You are a creation of the Most High God. And you need to count your blessings, because you've gone through another successful week in your business. Take some time to have a review of your success on tomorrow. We call Saturdays Successful Saturdays and Sundays Worshipful Sundays. Just pour out everything in worship to God, or your place of worship, who you worship, and just be refreshed. Take that time to take that deep breath, that 4-count cleansing, inward breathing, hold it for 2, and then release it for 6. This way you're calming your muscles, you're calming the functionality of your body, you're calming and releasing your mindset so that you can be refreshed, to get new insight, to get new ingenuity, to get new ideas, to be refreshed, to be able to hear clearer. When your mind is all clogged up, so are your ears. So release all of that this weekend and make sure that you are assessing your areas correctly so that you are making the necessary adjustments. Next week, oh my gosh, I got a powerful series for you next week. Oh my goodness. Just keep my Magnet Exchange Group family in prayer. When you're doing a great work, there's great attacks. But we have the victory. We are overcoming. And I tell you, the power of the unity of the Magnet Exchange Group and Life-Changing Alliances and Mindfulness Creations, I'm here to tell you there's nothing like the power of unity. And when you have a community of like-minded individuals, that powerful magnetic attraction is real. So join us on Monday, 9 a.m. That room is 404-333-8430. 10 a.m. If you can pop in there, 924-039-3360. Please go to my website, like and subscribe on my YouTube channels, my Instagram channels. But when you are in that process developing certain strategies and plans, shout us out. SuccessBeyondStrategies.com. Fill in your information and let our team assist you in developing your structure and your entity. And if you're looking for business funding of all levels, you need to go to mindfulnesscreations.com, put in your information, and let them establish and set up a consultation with you as well, so that you are getting the maximum value from the resources that is available to you to have a successful, profitable business. Have a wonderful Finish Strong Friday, and I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye for now.